yesterday, we were here for Super Bowl 52, and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 62 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. They'll look to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Koo knocks this one through the post. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap, and again to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, this is Harris. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Harris. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Mills. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
thing.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Okay, ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Ready.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ready.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. They'll drop to throw. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. McCann's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
That's taken on the 25. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Down. 60. Red, yellow. Blue striker. Red, cycle. Yellow, red. White, blue.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's always been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Agnew now to return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mills now being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I know old school coaches used to just cringe when their quarterbacks weren't in the pocket throwing the ball. Whenever they were outside of it, you could just see them losing their mind on the sidelines. Nowadays, a lot of them like that. Defenses often get confused when the quarterback escapes. Coverages go haywire, but in this case, he didn't take advantage of it by getting set and making a nice throw.
Yeah, and with that pressure coming, maybe he should have just gotten rid of it. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. They will find Davis. That's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with Harris, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run again with Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And the slot man goes in motion left. Mills. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Ready, set.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 28-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Red, second. Go red. Set.
Looking to throw. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go, set. Right, 97. Close, 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got room at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. In motion, the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Vikings 6.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. 41 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mills. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mills. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, Mills. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw is Mills. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Edwards-Helaire now off the option to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mills. And Davis with it left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mills Mills looking to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. He's gonna have his running back. It's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
2nd and 11. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Down. 6, 7.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, what a game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of the good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. First throw of overtime, Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. Here's Mills. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Check, striker.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.